everyone, welcome to a new video here at Sublime Traders. I'm Logical Orange, and today we are going to talk about a strategy that is doable on a very fast time frame. In this instance, the 1 second time frame. And for this we are going to need several things. First, you will need an OkEx account. If you don't have one, just create one. Second of all, you will need futures access for that account. You will need to configure your account in order to get futures access, and this is done through the settings wheel right here, and you go and you set your account mode to single currency margin or whatever other margin you want. This will enable you to trade futures as well. Third, you will need to modify your interface so that it is pretty intuitive for you. So in my case, this layout is the fastest way I can place orders on the OkEx interface itself. And third, you will need the strategy. And the strategy is pretty simple, extremely simple even. You will you just need to watch for levels that look like walls. So for example, we have this level right here that looks like a wall. We can just drag a line so I can exemplify it better. So we at this level we can see, in fact, that we have an order that is absorbing all the other buy orders. And what we will do is that we will place an order just above this level, assuming that once it breaks, all hell breaks loose, and it is usually the case. Now this goes both ways, of course. It goes on for longs, it goes the same for shorts. First of all, we will need to establish the current trend on the 1 minute and the 5 minute time frames. So we can see now on the 1 minute that we have a reversal, like an M pattern right here, and we can expect for the price to go lower if we break this area right here. So in this case, we will just need to wait for this level to break. We would also have a break of structure and a change of character on the 1 minute time frame, and we can go for lower levels. Now back on the 1 second time frame. So as I said, we are looking for tiny walls that are being formed like this, for example, but the problem right here is that we have this formation that is not allowing us to establish exactly 100% surely that this is a wall. So if we are not sure, we are also going to look on the order book. In the case that we are looking to short, we are going to look on the order book for the buy side. We are going to look for outliers. Now, the outliers that you see on this video might not be the same that you see when you test it yourself. So for me, for example, I have an outlier of 97 billion at 22,370. And in order to get this number fast, I just go here and I click on this level, so 22,360. Then I plot a line, Alt H, horizontal line, 22,360. So I know that I have a big block right here, 93 billion. It is insane. It might correlate to something on the 1 minute chart, not really. Just going back to the 1 second chart and waiting for the price to close in on this. Or I can, if we get another mini wall like this, I can use this as a target. So for example, let's say that this is an established wall right here. It is not, but let's say for instance it would be. I would take this as an entry, just lowering it just a tiny bit, and I would take this as a take profit right here. So in this case, it would mean a difference of 0.40% times 10, that would mean 4%, 20x, because we are using leverage, it would mean 8%. I'm always using isolated, maximum of 20x for me, because this is my favorite leverage for this time frame. As you see, the price moves pretty much with 0.5, 1% on every move, on every break like this. So it is a very active pair. This is also a prerequisite. Always forget some details along the way, so this is why it's good to stay to the end of the video. You need a very volatile pair. So in this case we have Pepe, which is extremely volatile, meme coin that has a lot of adoption. You must know it. It pumped a lot last week, and now it has been dropping for a while. So we are doing this on Pepe. It doesn't work on Bitcoin. If you look at the chart of Bitcoin, you will see that you only have some straight lines on the 1 second. So it's not good. But look at the volatility on Pepe on the 1 second. It is insane. So 1% right here. 1% in less than 1 minute, right? Extremely volatile. That's why we like it. That's why we do it on Pepe. So just waiting for the setup to pop. Confirming on the 1 minute. Also, we can go up to the 5-minute chart if it says more. Going higher doesn't really make sense because we are trading on the 1 second time frame. I just want to establish if I want to go long or short. For now, it is still undecided. Maybe we have some kind of a flag right here, like a bullish flag that might be broken, supposedly. And if we break it, we go to the upside. Yeah, so this happened right here. We had a clear level that was broken and the price just pumped. What we can also do is that we can take the chart that is ticking and moving all the time. We move it to the left, so we block the animation. And we look at the highs. So right now, let's say we are looking for a long. We are looking on the highs of the candle. So right here, OHLC, right? So we are looking at the highs. They need to be close or exactly the same in order for us to consider this level a wall, right? So the ideal formation that we are looking for a buy would be something like this, and then potentially a small drop and then a retest. And we would enter here expecting the price to go high. For a short, we would expect exactly the opposite. Something like this. A small bounce. We would enter here expecting the price to go down. So this is the gist of the strategy. Now we just need to wait for the exact perfect time for us to enter. Just checking the 1 minute one more time. We seem to have broken this as well. So I can assume. Let's say I can assume that I can go long on this one. So I would be looking for walls and formations that would be looking like this. I would enter here, expecting a breakout. Just looking on the order book, establishing levels. So I have another level right here that is interesting, 22,800. I'm going to plot a line. This is for the sell side and for the buy side. I mean, this is for when we want to sell, and if we want to buy, what interesting level do we have here? 49 billion. 23 to 90. 23 to 90. pretty high. Pretty high indeed. So I might consider this as a target and this as a breakout level. But first I would need another breakout level for the high. So let's say I have established this one right here as a breakout level, and I'm going to act on it because I see it pretty well defined. So stop, trigger price. We just click anywhere on the chart. We take the numbers on the horizontal trend line 22,953. A quarter of my account, and I buy long. Confirm. So my order is placed right here. If it's not met, and if we go to the other breakout, we cancel this and we wait for another formation. Right now, we are hoping that this level is going to be eaten by buy orders and that we are going to touch the upper one. We just had the dip in the lower part. All right. I think we can we cancel? We can cancel. New setup. By the way, I started testing this strategy with $10 on OkEx, and I multiplied it by 6 using this strategy. I lost some because I wasn't at my PC, so positions were going wild on their own. Always isolated, always a quarter of my account. This is my risk averseness. Maybe you guys want to trade otherwise. I don't suggest using 100% of your account in one trade. It's too risky, and you would need to use stop losses. Kind of difficult to use stop losses in the 1 second chart. You can, but I don't really like to use stop losses in this strategy at all. I just watch levels. If levels are broken, I cancel manually. As you saw here, when we broke on the lower side, I waited a bit because we could have gone back into the formation and even higher. This happened to me yesterday 3 times, and it ended it up in profit. Right now we are forming another wall right here. So this is an important wall. Just going to remove some lines. Too many lines are distracting. Now just moving the chart to the left so I don't have the animation, and I have the exact same highs on several candles, 22,800 mostly. You can see right here 22,800. Considering this a wall, we have a fake out and the price came back, but it's not yet over. I think that this will go to the upside. I'm not gonna take the trade because I think that we are dropping a bit. Yes, we are dropping to test the previous breakout area right here. We need to wait a bit. It's a waiting game. But once you get it, I think that the idea of the strategy is not complicated. The execution might be complicated. All right, so we broke to the downside. Good thing that we didn't enter. Checking the 1 minute again. Dropping. All right. So this level failed. We will probably go to this area right here. Not using MAs or RSI or something like that. It doesn't make any sense on the 1 second, not even on the 1 minute. I don't want that. I just want to watch the order book and get the levels that are interesting there. And I only watch the 1 minute time frame so I know if I go long or short. That's all. All right, so after a while, I think I have a bullish level identified. It's not extremely precise, but I will go for it in any case. This is the level. We have what looks like a double top, a classic double top, and we also have a big order block at that level, and we have a 200 billion. Well, now it's lower. Let's say a 200 billion order cluster at 23,500. So we are now at 23,200, and at 23,500 we have another cluster. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to post my order on this level right here, 23,208, stop. And I'm going to buy half of a quarter of my account, confirming, waiting for the order to fill. Third confirmation. I think I'm going to move it a bit higher. 23,239. Buy long. All right. I'm waiting for this to break. Once again, I'm assuming that once the cluster that is positioned here is consumed, the price will continue with ease to the next big cluster. In this case, it would be the 23,500, and I'm going to mark it precisely like this. And we are going to patiently wait. So my target is this, right here, or somewhere around here. I don't exactly necessarily need to wait for this to be touched. I can take profits along the way. Just note that, so I have 1% almost between the two. Just note that in order to close market, you have 2 or 3 clicks on OkEx with confirmation windows and everything. So just bear that in mind. For now, we wait. So I'm canceling the other order because the price went far from it, and I'm waiting for a reaction on this level right here. On the 1 minute, it seems to have retraced a bit to this order block right here, and I will be setting a new order at this level, 22,968. And I will be targeting 22, let's see, first big level. Looks like 23. 23 is a big level. Indeed. There's another aspect I forgot to tell you about. If there are clusters of orders on multiple levels, like you see here, it will be more difficult for the price to eat through the order levels in order to break. So that should be just left aside. You just passed to another setup. You wait. And I just missed this. In this case, there is a cluster right here that is blocking the price to go upwards. And if the price finds a way to go downwards, we have a buy block at 22,900. If we break this, I will cancel the order. I will take my loss and I will wait for the next one. No problem. For now, I'm still waiting. I have been executed on my long, and I'm waiting for it to break on any side. Again, I will not stop loss here because sometimes it goes down and back up. So I want to let the price breathe a bit. In any case, I am protected by the fact that I'm using isolated and only a quarter of my account, and I will just wait. But I will cancel probably manually somewhere around this area right here. 22,700 would be a good place to close the position in a loss. All right, so as you see, if I would have stop loss here, I would have been stop lossed already when the price is back in the range. Now I'm not out of the woods yet, and I can always fail. I can still fail, but that's why I got to the 1 minute time frame, and on the 1 minute time frame, I saw that we had an engulfing candle right here, which leads me to think that we will have a reversal. We had another engulfing candle here, of course, so we could potentially continue to follow this trend line right here. So ascending trend line. For this reason, I decided to leave my trade run, and I'm continuing to target the previous target, that is here, or along the way. I can also close along the way. You know, when you have green, you close as fast as possible. Green in the pocket is green in the pocket, you know. So until now we have 0.40 equaling 7.32% on 20x. I can close now, but I think that we have some more room to go on the upside. We are creating another wall right here. This is a sell wall, 23,100. So 23,100, where is it? We broke it as well. All right, and I'm going to close because this is just for the purpose of the video. So the strategy, pretty straightforward. I surely missed stuff along the way. So yeah, it's impossible for me to remember a script or stuff like that. I most of my videos, I just talk from the heart and from what I think or feel, you know. So if you think that you miss some details, that's why we have comments, guys. Or if you are in the Telegram group already, just go for it, ask in the group chat, and I will ask it, and I will answer, right? Okay, thank you for watching, guys, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, just like and subscribe to the channel if you didn't already, and see you in the next one.